Yeah, that is great, actually. Oh my god, 252. This is a powerhouse build, dude. What's up, guys? GrimXV here, bringing you another vrising video. So jumped on the game really quick just to kind of bank a build to help out someone I saw in the comments. Had someone, Dark Raider, comment saying he was playing a brew run on PvE and was trying to do a movement speed based longbow build, but he was running into some issues. So went ahead and just kind of jumped on here and started playing around to see what I could come up with, and I think I've got something he may like. So what we're doing here, just to get into the spells really quick, we are going to be running Power Surge with Lightning Curtain, and then we are using Veil of Blood. Now the idea here is we're going to be popping down Lightning Curtain on top of mobs to apply static. We're going to be using Power Surge to apply Power Surge to everything, and then as you can see, we're using a Unholy Infused Longbow to apply our Condemn. So we're still keeping that 3 trifecta rule, you know, that kind of those 3 spell schools I touched on in my video earlier today. Now where Veil of Blood is coming into play is this is not only going to be healing us, but it's also, as you can see there, going to be increasing our physical damage output every time we consume Leech, whenever we hit an enemy affected by Leech. And the way we are applying Leech is with our blood coating. So we'll pop that, attack, throw down Curtain on the enemy or ourselves, and then as you can see there, I did a 290 damage Q, just having all of those stacks. So this is a very strong build. Now that is the spells. We're also running Heart Strike for an ultimate, just to help us clear some mobs or relocate if we need to go from pack to pack. Now with what we're running on our weapon, we're doing attack speed, bonus physical power, and weapon power. We are doing the rogue with the brute secondary with the tier 1. And what that allows us to do, and I guess I should also mention, we are doing the Dread set along with the Crimson Commander. And I'll put all this on the screen kind of nice and pretty for you guys, so you're not trying to keep up with what I'm saying here. But this is what our stats are looking like. So we have maxed out our weapon skill power, we've maxed out our attack speed, we are almost maxed out on our bonus physical power, and then we have about 33% crit chance with 158 crit power. So crit chance and crit power isn't that great, but our damage overall should be pretty consistent because of the max weapon power. Now the reason we have maxed out attack speed is just because of the longbow. Since it is a charged weapon, it is ideal to kind of be able to do this to quickly move in and out of ranged attacks coming at us from bosses. So that is very nice. Now the elixir we're running with this to accomplish all that, we do have the elixir of the werewolf. That is actually what is pushing us to cap for the attack speed and weapon skill power at this build. So that is the build in a nutshell. Now I want to kind of do some showcases for you guys, so we're going to jump over to some different zones. We'll just go over, let's go to the lumber mill here. So we're going to go here, and I guess we're going to fight Carver. Now we are over level, but you can see there that was a 214 damage Q, 226 auto off of our dash, and he doesn't even have static right now. Our E should hit, oh, this man's got hops. I was going to say our E should hit pretty hard as well. And we do have the parry procs, as you can see there, so that's keeping us healthy. And then we're going to have the blood dash to top ourselves up, 129 heal. So plenty of sustain with this build, even though we're going to Heart Strike this. We have Heart Strike to clear the mob packs, and we're just doing a ton of damage. So, you know, as you guys know, I play PvE primarily, so I never really recommend doing a single weapon build, but this one's pretty solid, I gotta say. I'm liking this a lot. So that is how this is performing. Let's go to Mortium now and see how it does on those mobs. I believe they're a little bit higher. We're gonna go to the garden because rifts aren't up, sadly. Give everything a chance to spawn in. We're gonna do a max damage Q. So max damage Q is almost one-shotting these guys. And as you can see with the power surge, really all we need is autos to kill things. We're gonna go ahead and pop those guys. 344, holy shit. Holy shit. That's insane right there. Okay, wow. I'm gonna have to try to clip that one for a thumbnail, dude. That is wild damage. I think that's the highest I've ever seen of a physical. Let's do a max damage. Max damage. That guy's dead. And the other thing with this, though, because we're stacking these two, and I should show the spell jewels here. But we're also pretty fast. I mean, look at this. It's not bad at all. So pretty solid. Now I am going to test a boss kill. Maybe we'll do a shard boss. Why don't we do someone kind of difficult for this build? I'm not going to do Adam just because two-phase fight takes forever. But why don't we try to do this guy? I need a potion though. I don't remember what the freaking potion is called. Holy Resistance. There it is. So we'll take a holy... Oh my god, we don't even have Rage and Witch Pot on. Hold on. I need to get Rage and Witch Pot. That's insane. This is actually without Potion of Rage. I forgot all about those. So with this, we will be fully buffed here. Alright, so that's going to be 5 extra physical power. That actually should technically get us at cap. It didn't go up there, but technically we should be at cap for physical power. Maybe that's a visual bug. Wow, yeah, I think that's a visual bug because we should be there. That's interesting. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and teleport in here. Why am I getting holy radiation? Because I did the... Okay. Alright, well, we don't have the right flask on, but our sustain should see us through the fight here. Now, the reason I wanted to do this boss is because we don't have a whole lot of options for projectiles. Lightning Curtain is good, but... Well, let's see. Okay, never mind, we're good. We are absolutely solid. Just kind of should have enough movement speed to do what we want here. Parry procs keeping us healthy. The other thing with this build, parry procs are actually giving us damage. So we get 20% increased physical damage whenever we parry. So when you do get hit, you're just going to come back and hit them even harder, which is kind of crazy. I mean, this is really solid, guys. I'm not even throwing out a ton of autos or anything. Now we are kind of getting nuked there, so we're going to Heart Strike out, get some HP back. But yeah, that is great, actually. Oh my god, 252. This is a powerhouse build, dude. This is the one, boys. If you want to play Longbow, this is it. No doubt in my mind. Oh, I'm shooting the wrong thing. No doubt in my mind, that was absolutely crazy damage. And just like that, Solarus is down. Wow. So that is the build. Really nothing else to say here. I guess really quick we'll go and look at how you would progress to that just before I just show you the meat and potatoes without showing you how to get there. Alright, so let's take a look at our options. So if we were to recreate this at low level, if you watched my other video, which I know you did because you commented on it, but for anyone new, in my other video I kind of talked about how I normally progress through the axe, about how I pretty much just go from the leather that you get from defeating Keely in Act 1 straight to Hall of Fang and then straight to Dawnthorn. So really all you want to do after that is go for the Grim Knight set, or excuse me, the Dread set in this case. And this build should still work fine even in those lower tiers. For the necklaces, kind of same thing applies. You would want to go for the Pendant of Warrior because that's where we're getting our weapon power here. Now it's going to take you a while to get the stats on this weapon. What I suggest going for first is 1000% the attack speed. I would go for the attack speed first because with you being kind of stuck in that animation, it's just going to be bad news. You don't really want to be stuck there like that. Definitely want to be as mobile as possible. So I would do that, and then after that I would say try to get the bonus physical or the weapon. Yeah, bonus physical, because that's going to increase your damage overall. Now for the jewels, we'll jump into there and show you the stats for this. So on our blood dash, we're rocking increased damage on our next primary attack. We have the leech that increases our physical damage output. We have the snare, and then we have increased healing. For this one, most bang for your buck is for sure going to be the leech consume. Really, until you get coatings, you're not going to have a consistent way of getting it. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have it right away. Outside of that, while leveling, I would say the snare is very, very nice. Just because it's going to prevent mobs from kind of getting back to you, because it snares a group like that. So I can press my buttons here. For Power Surge, we have the exact same jewel that we used in our physical build earlier today. What I would prioritize here is definitely the physical damage, followed by the lethal attacks. It's going to give you that uptime duration, which you desperately need. And then lastly here, we have Lightning Curtain. So this jewel, I would say try to focus on getting the, what I would prioritize is the blocking projectiles. And if you're wondering why I'm telling you what I prioritize, I understand that it's RNG and you're going to get the drop or not, but you may have two jewels that have very close in stats. Like maybe you've got one T5 that has one, and then maybe you've got like a T4 and a T3 and another one for stats you need. But yeah, that's why. But I would choose the primary attack on static, because it inflicts static as well, which is really good. And then after that, I would probably go for the snare, just so that they're stuck in that static proc when you drop it directly on top of them. So that is it, guys. I really don't know what more else to say on this. It is a very good build, especially with the static being way out there. You have the option to kind of drop it far away or drop it close to be more defensive. We just saw the insane damage, so that is it, guys. Hope you found this one helpful, man, and if anyone else needs some help with their builds, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Have a good one. That didn't feel right. What am I forgetting now? Have a good one. Oh, as always, thank you so much for watching. This is GrimXV signing off. Later, guys.